So I'm gonna record a video today on my wash and go, and it's actually gonna be a co-wash and go. I washed my hair last with shampoo about a week ago. Was it a week ago? Yeah, about a week ago. But with an active lifestyle, you sweat, and it's summer, so I mean, we don't have AC either. We're about that open air life right now. But yeah, so I'm actually going to use a cleansing cream, which I've used before. It's Kera. I don't know how close I need to get for you to see that, but. And then for my stylers, well, for my leave-in, I'm actually going to use the Shea Moisture style picture or something at the very end of everything that I use, because I do have conditioner in the shower. But this you actually lather and leave on your hair for about 3 minutes. I think it says, yeah, 3 to 5 minutes. So that's just to kind of help break down any scalp debris, and also helps with detangling. So I'll be back. So you see the Kera and Shea Moisture products used here. They're also listed in the description block. I generally finger detangle my hair with an oil blend, usually grapeseed oil and coconut oil on my fingers, just to help get out any stray hair. That'll help later on in the shower with detangling. I always wash my hair in sections because it's a disaster otherwise. So this is freshly washed hair. Yes, I talked in the video, but I had my Pandora playing in the background. So it has been muted. Lesson learned. But this is freshly washed hair. No product has been applied yet. There you can see all of the sections that I did. I do wash separately, and then I place a conditioner on each section. And then I make another round rinse, do a cool rinse as my final prior to getting out. And that's to close down your cuticle. So this is the leave-in. It has like a spray bottle top on it, but that doesn't work well for me. So I usually just take it off. So that's the leave-in. You've heard of the LOC method. That's basically the order that I place the products. So it goes leave-in, oil, cream. But I do leave-in, oil, styler, cream. My styler is the curling souffle. So putting them all in separately but thoroughly. With thick hair, that's the oil. With thick hair, it's important to separate it. Or just hair, period. You want it to be evenly coated. I'm talking to my husband there, who we are going back and forth about how much hot water I used because he was trying to do something else. But anywho, curling souffle. This can be really tricky to use. It took me a while to really appreciate the product because I did not know how to use it properly. So as you can see, very minimal. So once I do my leave-in and my oil, I'll do kind of a first round of the styler on my hair, but I generally will separate the section into 2 pieces, so even smaller, just so that I'm not over applying and that I'm evenly applying, because that's very important when it comes to drying time and stickiness. This product, it can feel kind of gritty actually in your hands when you're rubbing. But once it's dry, I've never noticed any issue with that, with my results. So there you can see I have separated that section into even smaller sections. But again, my order is the leave-in, the oil, the souffle, and now the curl enhancing smoothie, which is the cream, the C in the LOC. And that's to kind of seal it all in. And I'm pretty liberal with my product, but if I see residue on my hair, I know I was maybe a little too heavy-handed. So work it in enough to where it's just about, you know, clear and visible. I have overused this product before. So working it through each strand, I really make an effort because it's so easy to end up with a dry patch. And that's not cute. I twist the top down, but that's really just for the sake of separating, to keep my sections separate while I'm in the process of placing my product and all that stuff. But as you can see, you know, both of these sections, the one in the front didn't have any product, and the hair looked just about the same. So not too heavy, but thoroughly coated, that you can see my hair was. And this is just kind of a jump to my last section and back. Again, pretty much I also run my fingers through my hair, excuse me, to get any loose hairs that may be there prior to putting product in, because that's a good way to get a tangle started. Just loose hairs, if they're there, get them out. It's easier to work them out too. I try not to do any cutting, as we know, with little fairy knots and all that stuff, it can be a challenge. And I'm actually due for a trim, and I've gotten the trim since this video, and the color actually, so I'll have to update on that. But anywho, all the sections are now complete. They have product on them. I usually pull it up and then kind of get myself together. So the product, hair was dripping wet already. You want to get all that residue off, especially your face, you know, because we use products and then sweat, or, you know, the product ends up on our face. So it's important to wash your face after, because all of those stylers don't belong there. So not too heavy of an application. Again, that can take time, so don't be discouraged. The curling souffle is one of the hardest products that I have worked with, but now it's one of the best products in my arsenal. I would consider it a holy grail. I haven't heard that term in a long time, but it's one that it's kind of a go-to pretty much once I learned how to use it. So this is just me taking it down each section. It's not too heavy. I can go out. Usually I do this early in the morning so that it has time to dry throughout the day. I'm not very good at washing my hair at night because I'm not a good wet head sleeper. I rarely use a blow dryer or heat. I'm an air dry kind of girl. So I put my little part there in my clips, and as it dries, that'll just help kind of placement. Fluffing, and pretty much just air dry after this. I usually don't have to do anything else. Once it's fully dried the following day, I'll usually, well, I pretty much always put a little oil on my fingers whenever I'm gonna put my hands in my hair, just so that I'm lubricating, so to speak, and not snagging. So always no jewelry, no earrings, none of that when I wash my hair, because I don't want to snag. That's just a picture of it, kind of all fluffed out, ready to dry. This is my fantastic air dry method on the way to brunch. Actually later on, that's by the end of brunch back in the car, which was pretty much fully dry. Just the middle was still damp, I think. And that was the next day, fully dry hair. So